Honestly, I was about to go on a tangent on this one, but I won't. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, hello, welcome. This is Essential Patience and I am Patience, and in today's video we are doing another natural hair tips video. So you know the drill by now. I'm going to review some videos and I'm going to give you my opinions. If I like it, if I don't, why or why not. So let's get straight into it, but before we do, remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so that you will not miss any videos that I post in the future. So let's get straight into these natural hair tips. What do I have to say about them? So let's start with the first video.
Let's get into it. Does your hair look like this? Are you trying to grow your hair out and it just keeps breaking and breaking? You feel like you have no substance, it's not meaty, it just feels like it's airy, the texture feels brittle, you just feel like you're not getting anywhere. You may be having iron issues, or you may even be anemic. I talk about this all the time in the salon, but people don't want to believe me. I may not be a doctor, but I've been doing this for over 20 years and I see it all the time. At least 30% of my clients. Look at this. Do you see, like right here in this area, the hair tries to grow, but it just can't hold on because there's not enough iron. And it starts to kind of fall off towards the end. You just can't keep it up no matter what you do. Here's one of my clients with iron issues. We trim it, you can see through it. You see all that? After 3 months, this is what it would look like. It just could not hold on. You can see where it starts in the beginning and then it just starts to drift away. After she finally took my advice, got her iron checked, she was anemic. This is after 3 months of getting herself right with her iron. You guys, check your iron levels.
All the years I've been growing my hair, I've been anemic. The reason why I'm not going to agree totally with her, because I do think that your nutrition has something to do with your hair growth, and I always say nutrition and exercising, because your body will not prioritize growing your hair over sustaining itself. You can live without hair. You can't live without your heart functioning and your kidneys. I just don't want this to be picked up by some people and then they'll be like, well, see, I said it was genetic. The reason I'm not growing hair is because I have iron issues. I was severely anemic and I found out I was anemic in 2019, but I've been struggling with it for several years because I didn't really go to the doctor. In 2023, I became more serious with it, especially towards the end, because I was always feeling tired. Like I didn't know what it felt like not to be tired for the longest time. So my problem with this is that I don't want this to be the new cause of why people can't grow their hair, especially Black people, because anemia is prevalent in women, but especially Black women, and it can be hereditary. You're just more genetically disposed to have iron issues if you're a Black woman. And I just don't want this to be the new reason why people can't grow hair. You have to mix to grow hair. She's also not a doctor. She says she's been doing this for a while. But I think sometimes when people start taking their health seriously, they start taking other things seriously. So it may not just have been her iron that she took seriously, but maybe when she was able to get blood work and she found out all the other things that was probably making her hair thin, she was able to solve those as well. And the only thing I ever struggled with was anemia and my eyesight. Like I have bad eyesight, and I didn't see it affect my hair growth. Also, considering how severely anemic I was, I think if iron had a lot to do with hair growth, honestly, I should be bald by now. So the comments said they also can be low in vitamin D. That's possible. Again, I'm not a doctor. Somebody said I've been on iron supplements and still have issues increasing the iron. Any tips? Go to the doctor and get it checked regularly. Typically, when you're on iron supplements, it should take at least 3 months before you start to see and feel the difference. Somebody said, what supplements do you suggest? I would say definitely go to the doctor. I have supplements you can find over the counter, and I don't really take medical advice from the internet. But let's move on to the next video. So this video said, what does heat damage look like? It says trim hair, use hydrating shampoos, moisture treatments, be gentle shampooing and styling, style with nutrition, oils and lotions, go heat free, low tension styles. I definitely agree with these. I would say the number one cause of heat damage is obviously the heat. So laying off the heat should be number one if you have heat damage. I know some people actually don't mind the heat damage. They call it heat trained hair. I've gotten silk pressed 3 times, and each time I want to make sure that I don't get heat damage. There's nothing that I've ever seen that fixes heat damage. You just have to grow your hair out and chop it off, or just chop it off right now. But you can't fix heat damage. Not with the shampooing, moisture treatment, styling. You can't fix heat damage. You see anybody trying to sell you anything to repair your hair and he damaged and split it. Don't fall for that scam. It's not gonna happen. Lay off the heat and be gentle with the way you use heat. Heat damage is just irreversible. Or I've at least not seen anything that proves to be legit in fixing heat damage. Let's move on to the next video. So this video says beginner friendly 4C hair tips. Shampoo your hair, don't co-wash. Protective styles are your best friend. Deep condition every time you wash your hair. Protein treatments every 6 to 8 months. Don't do your hair when you are pissed. I can agree with all 5 of these except for one, which is the protein treatment. I'm not exactly sure about these protein treatments. I've never actually done a protein treatment in my life or during my entire time growing my hair. Shampoo your hair, don't co-wash. I talked about this when I was doing my natural hair breakdown. Co-washing is such a scam. Don't do it. Wash your hair. Why would you put conditioner in your hair when it's dirty with buildup? Don't do it. Wash your hair. Put in new conditioner, new leave-in conditioner. Don't co-wash. Strip your hair of the dirt. I know people say shampoo is stripping. It's stripping the dirt, okay? That's what it's doing. Now, how often you do it is up to your discretion, but definitely shampoo. Don't skip up on it. Don't. Second saying, protective styles are your best friend. Yes, they're definitely my best friend. I love my mini twists and my mini braids. I always talk about them. Protective styles are key. They protect your hair from always being manipulated. You keep your hands in your hair, breakage. It reduces all that and just promotes length retention. Next one is deep conditioning every time you wash your hair. Same. Sometimes I do condition when it's in protective styles, but when it's out, I do deep condition every time I wash my hair. And I've been doing so for the past 3-4 years. And don't do your hair when you're pissed. Sometimes I do my hair when I'm pissed. Maybe that's why I got so much split ends this time and I had to cut them all off. Let's move on to the next video. This one says tips for detangling 4C hair. Working ends upwards, finger detangle. Okay, so I definitely agree with these tips and I definitely think finger detangling is very important. I don't detangle my hair with a wide tooth comb, which is the tool I use every time I detangle my hair. I try to stick a lot to finger detangling. Now I know it takes a lot of time, it does. But at the end of the day, you also are able to retain more length through it because then you're not just breaking through your hair. So I definitely agree with finger detangling. Gently pulling it and working your way from the ends to the roots. That definitely changed my hair game when I was able to brush from ends to roots because then you're able to detangle your hair and go up and up and up instead of just bringing down all the tangles from the roots all the way to the bottom and you're struggling with the brush. So finding a good technique to detangle your hair is very important and I think all these tips will work great. Let's move on to the next video.
I've had these mini twists in for over 2 months, and ever since I posted this video about how fast my hair grows in mini twists, I've gotten so many questions on what I do to my hair weekly. I take it from this to this. First, I treat my scalp with this rosemary infused water. I love using products that help promote overall thickness and growth, so I spray this all over my scalp because it actually enhances hair density. Then, depending on what my hair needs, I either use this oil that helps with dry, itchy scalp, or I use my rosemary oil, which is going to also help with hair density and moisturizing the scalp. Your hair needs water to grow, so instead of using harsh water from the sink, I use this water infused with my favorite oil to help boost and lock in moisture. I find my hair really thrives when I squeeze the products into my hair. Remember, dry hair breaks, which might be why your hair seems like it's not growing. So I love as I am leave-ins to help moisturize and nourish my hair. Also, I rake the product through my hair like this to prevent any locking. Next, I use this double buttercream. Not only does it lock in the moisture, it also leaves my hair so soft and shiny, instantly bringing my curls back to life. The biggest mistake you can make with mini twists is just leaving your hair alone. You need a weekly moisturizing routine if you want your hair to thrive.
I do love her accent. You have to find out what best protects your hair, and I'm glad she found mini twists. I love my mini twists as well, but definitely mini braids for the win. What I love about mini twists is that it gives you the volume. I wish I could do mine that tiny, but honestly, I don't think I have the patience to do so. Like mine already takes like 3 to 5 hours, and that's enough for me. All these products, it's a lot, and her twists are different. I think hers are either 3-strand twist or flat twist. So you're able to add more. When I do my regular twist, I don't know if I can do all of this to it, but I definitely still prioritize moisturizing it. I typically keep my twisting for no more than 3 weeks. They end up getting frizzy after a while anyway. But finding the best ones that work for you, the best protective style would really grow your hair. And I can see the progress. And it's because she's retaining the length. She is protecting her hair and then making sure that it stays moisturized and taken care of. She's not just neglecting it whilst it's in a protective hairstyle. Because everybody's hair is growing for the most part. Your hair is growing. You're just not retaining the length. Let's move on to the next video.
Add the cool pattern it leaves. Do you see that? Amazing. and I had some of the aloe vera remaining, and I did it on my face as well and my skin because it just has so many benefits for your skin. I've listed below. You can read up on that if you want to. Thank you all so much. Bye. At the code.
This might have been a continuation of the video, but she's talking about aloe vera all in the hair and her skin, and I'm sure aloe vera has some really good benefits. A lot of people can use this. I personally will not do this. You know how I feel about a lot of DIYs, especially when it comes to raw materials. I prefer to buy what's in a bottle. I've never put any type of food or raw material in there. The only thing I DIY is my hair creams and oils. I don't want to go through doing all of this with an aloe vera and having to buy it and then it goes bad trying to use it. I try to just get off the shelf products for those. One comment said, I can't get past the smell, it being stinky. For some reason, it really makes me want to gag. I don't really enjoy the smell of aloe vera either. Let's move on to the next video. Washing 4C hair, definitely relatable. Okay, I don't do it in, well, actually, you know what? When I pre-poo my hair, I do it in the sink. Not as big of a mess. I try to not make a big mess, but the hair finds itself everywhere. And even once I put my hair in protective styles, I'm still finding hair for days somewhere. At least you're using a wide tooth comb. That's one of the best combs to use. And they're all over. And of course, on your clothes as well. But somebody said trim your ends. Okay, I guess they could trim their ends. No matter what I do, my hair does this, and I was starting to think something is wrong with me. Sometimes nothing's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. As you're combing your hair, yes, the hair flies all over the place, and the shedding as well. As my hair grows longer, it sheds more. If I showed you the shedding of hair that I have, sometimes I'm like, wait, where's all this hair coming from? But remember, your hair sheds 50 to 100 pieces every single day. It's very normal. And when you take it out of protective styles, remember that all that shed hair, a lot of it is in there. So of course you will see more. Totally normal. Let's move on to the next video. This one says, damn, you should wear protective styles if you want to retain length. My hair after wearing mainly wash and goes. And as you can see, she has beautiful, healthy, shiny hair. Hair care routines is not one size fit all. And you find out what works best for you. For me, it's not about the wash and go. I tried it twice, didn't work, never done a wash and go since. It's been 4+ years and I still haven't dared to face one of my worst failures, a wash and go. And while this may work very good for her, it may not work for you, because what does your lifestyle also look like? If you're one person who is very busy, you're gonna wear your wash and goes, but mostly put it up in a messy bun, leave it in the bun, go to bed with it, not really do much with it, and then just wait a long time before you redo your wash and goes. You might benefit from a better, more sustainable protective styling. While I don't consider wash and goes a protective style, I think it can work for some people. Let's see what the comment says. How do you prevent breakage while wearing wash and goes? And she says, my hair shrinks to 1/8 of its length by day 7, and that was after stretching it with scrunchies for 3 days. So she says, once I start my wash and go, I pretty much leave my hair alone until wash day again. So there is little to no manipulation, and when wash day comes, I don't detangle on dry hair. I only on wet hair with conditioner. Then repeat the process onto wash day again. Okay, that seems like she's a committed person and she has a dedicated wash day routine and it works for her. Good for her. Someone says, I honestly don't know why so many naturals grow their hair so long when it's hidden all the time underneath protective styles. Don't get me wrong, I love some braids, but I do love to wear my thick hair out as well. I agree, but only when it comes to mostly the wigs. I talk about it in my natural hair community video where I talk about the wigification of the natural hair movement. I don't appreciate that because I feel like with natural hair, one of the reasons why it became a movement is to destigmatize the negatives that people say about natural hair. With that being said, sometimes we just don't have time. I'm one of those people that I do like my mini braids because it's so low maintenance. Now I do wear my hair out at least 1 week out of every 5 weeks, but then sometimes you just don't want it out. And I just prefer the low maintenance when I'm in a really, really busy time in my life. Now that I'm doing school and full-time work, it's important that I just have time to prioritize those. Being in protective styles helped me to not have to focus way too much energy on it. At least that's my excuse. Let's move on to the next video. This video says how to detangle 4C tight curls.
First, make sure your hair is moisturized enough, even if that means you have to use more product than recommended. Second, before you brush or comb your conditioned hair, finger detangle. Your hands are the best detangler because they can feel knots unlike a brush. I've released knots and tangles just by gently teasing my strands. Third, add water to your hair as we detangle. The water allows for better absorption, which adds more slip to your hair, speeding up the process. Fourth, keep your hair elongated as you brush so it doesn't immediately shrink back up. Throughout this process, I make sure my hair is stretched as I brush through. And of course, always start from the bottom and work your way up. When it comes to 4C hair or tight curls, detangling becomes much easier when you apply these tips.
I definitely agree. And one of the first comments, before I even comment on anything, is that somebody says, but is that 4C? See, the 4C police? Okay, let's hear the comments. Babe, that's not 4C. 4C is thick, tightly coiled, stubborn, and fights back. Really? Absolutely, really. This is a problem with giving advice and with trying to share tips with people. There are always people who question it. Is it totally 4C? I don't know, and honestly, I don't care that much. The point is that she does have type 4 hair. People are in the comment section going in on her about if this is 4C hair. Somebody said that it's 4B at best. She has water in it. She has product in it. Honestly, I was about to go on a tangent on this one, but I won't. Instead, I would focus on the tips that she gave about using more products. Yes, I do use more products. Dime size amounts where it does not work for me. I've never used dime size amount since like maybe 1 year in when I had very little hair. You need to coat your entire hair with it. Shampoo, conditioner, leave-in, go section by section. As you can see, she's doing 4 sections of it. So true, add water as needed. Definitely recommend. Take your time and gently glide through it as well. Does she have 4C hair? Who cares? These tips will also work for 4C hair. If let's say she is 4B or 4A, what difference would that make with 4C hair? The advice is still the same, whether she's 4C or not. Let's move on to the next video. I'm kind of heated on this. This one says POV, you figured out a hair care routine that helps your hair grow. Absolutely, I can say the exact same thing. It's important. Finding a routine and sticking to that routine. It's not just about jumping from trend to trend. It's about consistency. Consistency is key. And the routine is what you need to be consistent with rather than trying to do this challenge, this hair mask, this hair this. Be consistent with it. And that's where you find the real progress. So let's do one more video to end this video out. It says, I will never do this to my hair again. It's by the same creator. Washing with super hot water. I definitely agree with this. I have gone away from even showering with super hot water. And when it comes to washing my hair with shampoo, I do use just slightly above lukewarm water. So slightly hot, but nothing too hot. I used to do hot. Take immediately down to cool when I'm trying to get some deep conditioner out of my hair. But washing my hair with super hot water are days of the past and never again. And with that, I bring this video to an end. Thank you all so much. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comment section what you think about my tips. Which ones did you agree with? Is there any that you disagreed with? And what do you think about the 4C hair? Did you see that video and did you think her hair is type 4 A, B, C? Do you even care? So remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and ring the notification bell so you do not miss out on any of the videos that I'll be posting. Thank you all so much.